A few months ago, Capitol Records issued an album entitled Mrs. Miller's Greatest Hits, and in the short time since, Mrs. Miller has become an international sensation. Today, we have her second album called Will Success Spoil Mrs. Miller? We also have Mrs. Miller as our guest, and a pleasure it is, too.
Thank you very much.
How about that album title, Mrs. Miller?
Oh, yes. I still don't quite understand why it's called that. I don't know whether they're kidding me or whether they're serious about something.
I think they're kidding. Well, a lot has happened to you in the few months since your first album. How do you like being a famous person?
Well, it's wonderful. And I just don't know what to say. I don't feel like a celebrity, but of course all the things that come along with it are just wonderful.
Has this new fame made a big difference in your home life?
No, it really hasn't, because the situation is so now that, we don't have any young children in the home, and everything seems to be running quite smoothly for us.
Is Mr. Miller happy about it?
Well, yes. I don't know. Sometimes, he thinks it's a little rough, my being away from home so much, but he really is on my side.
Is he a part of the act, too?
Yes. He watches the papers and cuts out the clippings.
And in your small town of Claremont, California, how have the neighbors reacted to having a celebrity next door?
Oh, they think it's just wonderful that I'm having a career this time in life.
Has there been any change in their attitude towards you?
Oh, no. Everyone's the same. They'll stay the same as long as I do,
I suppose you have even more friends than ever now, right?
Well, yes, I have made several acquaintances among the in the world of entertainment, and we've made some very good friends.
I think that's wonderful.
Oh, yes, they're always quite well informed, and they've traveled considerably, and we find it very interesting.
You've been traveling a bit yourself, I read, fulfilling nightclub engagements and even a movie, is that right?
Yes, I did. I did with Warner Brothers. I did The Cool Ones. I played the role of the wardrobe mistress, and she was a particular friend of the girl who played the leading role. I did a guest spot for Universal a few months ago, but this is the first film.
I can't wait to see that, Mrs. Miller. And all your new activities, what's the most satisfying thing about them?
Well, of course, I'm having contact with teenagers, which I didn't have before. I hear from them from all over the United States. They stop me on the street, and I will be in a store, and they will come up to me and talk to me. And, of course, I think this is really wonderful because I like to, to talk to the teenagers.
They don't mob you and tear your clothes off for souvenirs or anything like that, do they?
No, they don't go that far. I don't think that will ever happen to me. But, of course, we do a good deal of signing of autographs.
Well, I think we ought to play something from Will Success Spoil Mrs. Miller? What's the album like this time?
Well, it's similar to the one before because most of the songs are liked by the teenagers.
What songs do you prefer from this album?
Well, of course, I like Every Little Movement very much. I like, of course, Strangers in the Night, and then I like Secondhand Rose. And I like quite a number of them.
You want to pick one to play now?
Yes, I like Secondhand Rose. Shall we play it? It's just darling.
Okay.